Okay, so here, okay, so I have within quotes, I have 1.25, right? So here, so what do you think it is? It's a so a couple of you said it's the initial array, and one of you another sorrows, and उहाँले चाहिँ के भन्नुभयो भन्दाखेरि so this is a string भन्नुहुन्छ. So Resam सरले, can you just give me a guess, है? कि यो के होला?
यो चाहिँ स्ट्रिङ नै हो सर। त मैले चाहिँ त्यो क्वेशन सोध्न खोजेको चाहिँ स्ट्रिङ भएपछि हुन्छ के त, जस्तै स्ट्रिङ भनेर यसले मेमोराइज गर्छ मसिनले भनेदेखि हुन्छ के त, यो जोड घटाउ गुणन भाग अथवा यो अलिकति युजको हिसाबले सोध्न खोजेको।
ओके, एक्सलेन्ट, ओके थ्यांक यू है, एकदम राम्रो क्वेशन सोध्नुभयो है।
स्ट्रिङ त हो तर हुन्छ के भन्ने हिसाबले।
यस, थ्यांक यू सी म चाहिँ अब चाहिँ क्लियर भयो कि एक्ज्याक्टली व्हाट योर क्वेशन वाज है। सो भेरी गुड। सो उहाँलाई चाहिँ यो स्ट्रिङ फ्लोट र इन्टको प्रब्लम छैन है, मतलब यसको डिफरेन्स थाहा छ, तर यसको एक्चुअली मिनिङ के हो त है। सो यसमा के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि सो पहिलो कुरा यसको रिप्रेजेन्टेसन छ नि, सो यसले चाहिँ पाइथनमा जो हैन, पाइथनले जब यसलाई स्टोर गर्छ पहिलो कुरा त्यसको रिप्रेजेन्टेसन फरक भयो है, द वे यसको कन्टेनर फरक हुन्छ है। त्योसँग हामीले त्यो भन्दा पनि जस्तै भनौँ जस्तै एउटा ट्राई गरौँ है त। सो इफ यु डु 1.25 प्लस 2.25, सो कैन यु ट्राई दिस है, यो ट्राई गरौँ त, लेट्स सी व्हाट ह्यापन्स है। तपाईहरुले यसको त्यसपछि मेबी यु विल सी द डिफरेन्स है। लेट्स ट्राई इट आउट है, यसलाई ट्राई गरौँ है त, तपाईहरु सबैले ट्राई गरौँ त एकचोटी। where is it?
Sir, can I say?
Yes, please. Yeah.
1.25, 2.25.
Yes. See? I say, yeah. But I said, Resam sir, I think he will be much clearer in this. Just say one, mainly 1.25. Okay, whatever this could be. Plus, so I say 2.35. Right? So when I run this, see? So this is what I get. हैन? So हैन? तर मैले यो दुईटा नम्बर जोड्न चाहेको नि, हैन? राइट? तर यहाँनिर के भइरहेछ भन्दा यो दुईटा स्ट्रिङलाई जोडिरहेछ के ले, right? So if you put in string form, then this is one of the problems, है? अब यसैलाई okay, so for example, you got these two inputs, है? तपाईहरुले युजरबाट यो दुईटा स्ट्रिङ फर्ममा पाउनु भयो भने यसलाई यो दुईटा नम्बरलाई जोड्नु छ. You want to add these two numbers. You want to add two numbers? So what did you do? You put a plus there, right? But it didn't work, right? So how can you make it work? So this is an exercise based on what we learned. Hey, हामीले अघिको सेसनमा जुन पढ्यौं, हैन? त्यसको आधारमा
Sir, we have to change it into float.
Yes. Thank you. So what's the exact code? Let's try it. Can you try the code? Okay. It's like how do you change to float and how do you get the correct answer? Right? Give me the correct answer. So you're given two strings, right? Or make it better. Let's say you're given x equal to 1.25, 23, whatever, right? And y is equal to 3.45. Okay, so I want to add these two numbers. So if I do x plus y, right? So what do I get? See, this is what I get. It doesn't make sense, right? Right? So, but तपाईहरुले अब यसलाई हामीले जुन अघि सिक्यौं है, हामीले कास्टिङ गर्न सिक्यौं नि, right? So can you cast these two variables and get the correct answer? जस्तै हामीलाई के चाहियो भन्दाखेरि 4.68 आन्सर चाहियो के. So सबैले एकचोटि ट्राई गरौँ त. Can you try this and give me the answer? I will give me the code actually. यसको कोड के हुन्छ? You can write it on the chat, है? यसको कोड मलाई लेखेर दिनुस् त, so that I can try that.
Sir, I have wrote.
Okay, so can you send me in chat, please?
Sir, already.
Okay, you have sent it already?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Where's my chat? Okay, here we go. Okay, Sriana also, okay, initial पनि भन्नुभयो है. Okay, Soros, okay. No, Soros, there's a problem, है. Okay, Sorosले जुन गर्नुभयो त्यो त you're changing the, you know, so you cannot change the, you know, this declaration of x and y जुन मैले यो दुईटा दिएको छु नि, you cannot change this because you have changed it here, है. तपाईले यो चेन्ज गर्नुभयो, यसरी चेन्ज गर्न पाउँदैन, है. Because x and y मैले जे दिएको छु त्यही नै हुन्छ, right? So you cannot redefine, है, सरोजको केसमा, है. अनि निश्चलको केसमा yes, निश्चल is correct, है. And then Sriana also, you have the same problem as Saroz, है. किनभने Srianaले के भन्नुभयो भन्दाखेरि try to remove the quotation, but you're not allowed to remove the quotation. Okay, I gave you x and y, you have to convert it to, or you have to get the sum of x and y, but you cannot change x and y in any way, right? So yeah, so Nischal is correct, right? So let me try Nischal's code. Okay, so what Nischal did, right? So Nischal के गर्नुभयो भन्दाखेरि basically he wrote it in 3 lines, but I'm going to write it in 1 line, है. म एउटा लाइनमा गर्छु, but he's also correct, है. तर हामीले के गर्न सकिन्छ, we can do this. Okay, so because x, what's the type of x? Type of x is what? What is the type of x? str, right?
STR.
Right? str, very good, hey. Okay, now I want to change, if I want to change this to, because first thing, if I want to add x and y, I need to convert, right? I need to convert x and y, both x and y to float, right? The way x and y decimal points, right? So I need to convert x and y to float. How do I convert x and y to float? We need to cast, right? Cast कसरी गर्ने? How do we cast? So, okay, here's the code, right? Float, right? And then x. So this converts x, which is in x, the string one, right? X is a string, right? So if you want to change that string to float, you need to give the command, or you need to call the method float, right? Float गर्यो भने चाहिँ के हुन्छ? यसले चाहिँ के दिन्छ मलाई? It gives me, see, it gives me float, right? X in float form, right? And then plus, I can do what? Float, right? Again, float. Why? Because I have to convert y to float as well, right? All right. So now, when I run this, let's see. See, I got the answer. Right? तपाईले बुझ्नुभयो? Okay. यसमा, okay, I'll pause here. म यहाँ pause गर्छु. है. Now, any questions? तपाईहरुको यसबारे के पनि questions छ? You don't have to be embarrassed हुनु पर्दैन because you are starting out, right? मलाई थाहा छ, it's okay, है. Maybe when I was starting out, है, मलाई पनि सायद गाह्रो भएको थियो होला यो, है. So it's okay, है. So मलाई questions सोध्न नडराउनु, मतलब नहिचकिन, do not be hesitant, है. You don't have to hesitate, right? So I hope, okay, please give me a thumbs up whoever understood this, है. यो part understand गर्ने सबैले मलाई एकचोटी thumbs up दिनुस् त. Okay, Nishal, of course, okay. All right, so okay. Let's see. All right, so it's a नबुझेको को हुनुहुन्छ actually, so just let me know, hey. So whoever did not understand, hey, just let me know, hey. Actually, so that I can explain again. Hey, म फेरि म explain गर्न सक्छु. Okay, so Shriyana says, okay, I get it now, hey. So Resam सरले भन्नुहुन्छ, okay, float x, okay, float y, x plus y, okay, 3.5, okay. All right, so okay, yeah, let's try. Eh? Yes, there's some sort of code from that, right? So let's see what's going on here. Okay, let's see what's going on here.
यो मैले गरेकोमा यो अलि उस यो एकदम उस स्टाइल भयो, यो चाहिँ हामीले चाहिँ यसरी गर्छौं नि स्ट्याटामाहरुमा, तर चाहिँ तपाईले गर्नुभएको सिधा यो चाहिँ एकै स्टेप आयो हैन.
हजुर,
हामीले 1 by 1 गर्दाखेरि के फरक पर्छ?
पर्दैन त्यो केही पनि फरक पर्दैन. यहाँ चाहिँ
लामो लेन्दी भएको
लेन्दी, इट्स ओके. मैले यो चाहिँ मैले अलिकति सर्टकटमा गरे हैन. सो हजुरले जुन गर्नुभयो इट्स अल्सो फाइन, इट्स ग्रेट, है. यो ठीक छ.
यो लेमन एप्रोच मैले चाहिँ अब
हजुर ठीक छ, इट्स फाइन, है. इट्स फाइन, है. So you get what? 3.5 yeah very good यसमा अब हजुरले के गर्नुभयो भने यहाँनिर के भइरहेछ भन्दाखेरि हजुरले किन गर्नुभयो नि रेशम सरले यसमा x लाई तपाईले रिप्लेस गर्नुभयो कि अब यो x फेरि यो x हरायो हैन
ओके 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 मेमोरी ओके ओके
हैन मेमोरीमा x को ठाउँमा अब के भयो भन्दाखेरि तपाईको x गर्यो भने 1. यो चाहिँ जुन x स्ट्रिङ छ नि त्यो स्ट्रिङ हराउँछ कि भन्दाखेरि रिप्लेस गर्नुभयो सो इफ यु डु फर एक्जाम्पल यसलाई चाहिँ अर्को भेरिएबल चाहिँ e give something else just give it something else हैन त्यो गर्नुभयो भने चाहिँ तपाईको त्यो जुन ओरिजिनल भेरिएबल हुन्छ नि त्यो चाहिँ कहीं जाँदैन के है
राइट राइट मेक्स सेन्स
है मेक्स सेन्स राइट थ्यांक यू
एकदम एकदम
right and then you can do u right so if you do this way probably this is better right मैले अस्ति मैले इमेलमा पनि भनेको थिएँ नि it's not just about writing code anybody can write code है कोड राइट गर्ने भने ठुलो कुरो होइन के even a monkey can code भन्छ कि एउटा भनाइ छ कि even a monkey can code it's not coding is not a big deal but coding the right way है or writing good code है good code राख्ने त्यो चाहिँ even experienced coderहरूलाई पनि कतिले they don't write good code they can make it work right but it doesn't mean that some sort let's say he's writing bad code भने होइन है it doesn't mean that but see I'm trying to give you this you know this practice भनौं न एउटा sense कि हैन हामीले कसरी राम्रो कोड लेख्नेतिर हामी हैन कसरी राम्रो त्यो चाहिँ एउटा बानी भुसाल्ने कुरा के है okay see यहाँ कति कुरा क्लियर भयो नि हैन okay so very good but yeah I need this kind of feedback so तपाईहरुले यसरी feedback दिनुभयो भने चाहिँ है so it's much better okay मलाई okay so I can probably present better right okay Chrisman f equal to float s so let's see what you did okay float s no you don't have to do float s भनेको तिमीले s maybe you're saying sum पहिला sum गरेर float गर्ने I didn't quite understand it Chrisman legend लेख्नु भएको छ okay so very good so similar concept okay all right so Chrisman okay can you exactly say what you mean है मैले exactly बुझिन Chrisman ले भनेको
सर त्यो सिमिलर कन्सेप्ट नै हो सर त्यो s को ठाउँमा x राखेर गर्दाखेरि त्यही हो भन्न खोजेको मैले हजुरले भर्खर जे सिकाउनु भयो त्यही
कुन चाहिँ यो यसको e इक्वल टु फ्लोट x गरे त्यो भने कि
हजुर हजुर सर त्यही कन्सेप्ट
यसमा मैले खाली यति मात्रै हो जस्तै उहाँले के गर्नुभयो भन्दाखेरि x लाइन x मै गयो नि त उहाँले अब यहाँनिर के भन्नु म यति यो I'll take my time on this one है ओके सो उहाँले के गर्नुभयो भन्दाखेरि एउटा यसको डिफरेन्स है यसको डिफरेन्स के भयो भन्दाखेरि मैले गरेको र रेसम सल्युसन गर्नुभयो है सो यो डिफरेन्स के भयो भन्दा उहाँले चाहिँ के गर्नुभयो भन्दाखेरि x इक्वल टु 1.25 राइट ओके so what he did was x equal to 1.25 as a string, right? This is a string. And then what he did was x equal to float, right? Float, float x, right? What he did was float x, right? So this is what he did. So यो गर्दाखेरि के प्रब्लम भयो भन्दाखेरि प्रब्लम जस्तै भनौं न एउटा प्रब्लम हुन सक्छ है this can cause problem है यसमा प्रब्लम के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि here when you run this code what happens in memory मा के हुन्छ you create a container is created named x right and then a value this value right this value which is 1.25 right is stored in there right so when you convert this to float right so when you convert this to float right you float ma convert garyo right and then you assign to x the same value the same variable not value same variable x ma you are replacing गर्दाखेरि के हुन्छ अब के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि यो लाइनमा के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि now this gets replaced by right this gets replaced by 1.25 right the float value right now this is lost now if you want to use this later in your program your string जुन x string थियो नि right if you want to use this it's gone गयो त्यो है you lost it है बुझ्नु भयो Chrisman did you get it Chrisman यो कुरा बुझ्यो कि बुझेन
हजुर सर यो मैले राम्ररी बुझेँ सर
है गुड अब त्यहीबाट मैले मेरो सजेसन के भन्दाखेरि do not put it in x because you don't want to replace maybe you need this later यो variable यो जुन string छ नि maybe you need that so why not put it in a different variable? Maybe y. त्यो गर्यो भने के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि यो okay it's still there. It's still there now. The conversion, whatever you convert, there's another variable created, y, right? Another variable y is created, and the float value goes in there. Okay, all right. So that's what I meant, right? Chrisman, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So that's the point I was trying to make, right? So okay, any other questions so far? So far, अहिलेसम्मको जति पनि छ केही questions छ भने just let me know, है? No questions? Okay. All right. Questions छैन, है? So maybe now we can proceed, है? अब further जाउँ, है त? Okay. So let's recap, है? अलिकति I want to recap, है? So recap गरौँ, है त? फेरि सुरु यहाँदेखि, है? Typeदेखि, right? Data types. So we saw different data types, right? And then we saw, okay, so if I want to know the type of particular or certain variable, right? A certain variable or value, both, right? Kuनै पनि variable अथवा value को, if I want to get the type of that, I want to know the type of the certain value or variable. So what is the, what is the method? It's called method, right? Or for now, it's called command. What command would you give? Type, right? Type. So this is the command, right? So let's for easy को लागि, हैन? So हामीले यसलाई command नै भनौँ त, खास त्यसलाई command भन्नु मिल्दैन, त्यही पनि हामीले एउटा layman को भाषामा भनौँ न, हैन? हामीले command भनौँ, है? So if I want to say if I have x equal to 2, I want to know the type of x. So what do? You do type, and then you provide that in there, right? So you give this. So j को निकाल्ने हो नि, j को हामीलाई चाहिएको, right? So we give that, right? Okay. So now, so what should I expect from this, right? I should expect int, right? So this is okay. So this is a recap. So any variable or any value, okay, any value or any variable that you provide to type, okay, type. So within inside the parenthesis, right? त्यो गर्यो भने चाहिँ के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि it gives us back the type of this, right? Whatever the type of this is, it gives us that back. Okay, I hope it's clear. Okay, and then also another thing we talked about was casting, right? Casting भनेको के त भन्दाखेरि, what is casting? Casting is basically converting one type of variable to variable or value both, right? Casting, okay, what is casting? Casting is converting, basically converting, right? Converting one type of variable or value to another type of value or variable. So, okay, let me ask you this question, right? So if I want to convert, so I have x equal to 3. I want to convert it to string. Okay, how can I convert this? Like, what's the command, or what's the code? What's the, what's the code for this Python code?
str bracket x.
Okay, so yes, str bracket x, right? So यो गर्दा के हुन्छ? We give this, so whatever it gets here, यसले यहाँ जे पाउँछ नि त्यसलाई यसमा कन्भर्ट गरिदिन्छ, है? Okay, all right. So very straightforward, right? So I want to change this to float. How do I do it? Right, x equal to 3 छ, I want to convert it to float. Then what do I do? Okay, so simply
Float bracket x.
Yes, float bracket x, right? So you're okay. So it's like, okay, very simple. Okay, before I leave this topic and go on to the next one, okay, my so that it's easier for you to visualize, right? Like conceptualize, visualize, like a machine just something, okay, right? So if I say float, float 2, right? Float 2, it can convert either a value or variable. Your case, this is a value. It's a value, right? So let's think of it as a machine. So this is a machine, right? So the machine, okay, so it's something called a float. So this is a machine, right? It takes some input and gives us some output, right? Your machine, यसले चाहिँ के input लिन्छ, right? And it gives us some output, right? Output दिन्छ. भनेपछि यसमा input के भयो, right? So float is the machine. I'm calling the machine. यो चाहिँ calling हो, है? यो जो bracket भयो भने I'm calling this machine, है? You're calling the machine. र यो bracket भित्र जो दिन्छ नि, this is the input, है? I'm giving input too. So what do I get back as output? 2.0, right? Okay, your machine सम्झिने के, है? Okay. So same thing with int, है? Int पनि अर्को machine सम्झिने, है? So in this case, you have another machine called int, right? It takes some input and gives us some output. So what's the input? Whatever you provide here, say let's say x, right? So x छ भने यसको यहाँनिर के आउँछ भन्दाखेरि you get x but in int data type form, right? यसको data type int भएर आउँछ, right? Okay, so probably this is easier to visualize, right? Okay, any questions before I move on? योभन्दा अगाडि okay, केही questions छ भने मलाई सोध्नुस् त. Everybody is clear? Okay, give me a thumbs up, please. Give me a thumbs up if you are clear. If you are not clear, you can ask again. Okay, Nishal, of course, yeah, you know. Okay, so yeah, okay, I'm getting thumbs up, a lot of them. Okay, excellent. Okay, so still, अझै पनि तपाईहरुले बुझ्नु भएको छ भने you can put your question on rock, है? Rockमा तपाईहरुले question राख्नुस्. Okay, I can dive into that further, right? Okay, so yes, now I think we're pretty clear, right?
Sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So मैले यो जुन त्यो अब integer convert गर्ने त्यो फंक्सनमा मैले integer value नै पास गरे या similar with float यस्तै यसमा चाहिँ के हुन्छ?
Okay, yeah, good question, hey? So what he's asking is probably, okay, okay, let's say Chrisman, right? Okay, so what happens in the, okay, so for example, int 2, my int nahi thi, right? So what happens? It's already int, so I mean, so I know, so you still get an int, right? See, you still get an int. Whenever see, यसले के गर्नै परेन के, है? यसले conversion गर्नै पर्यो because it's already like int नै छ, त्यसले भित्र processing गर्नै परेन के. अहिले मैले machine देखाएँ नि, है? The machine I showed, it doesn't have to do whatever comes in, it just gives as output, right? Right? Did you understand, or was that your question? Chrisman?
Yes, sir. मैले चाहिँ के exceptions या कुनै नयाँ केसेस हुन्छ कि इन्टिजरमा इन्टिजर या अरु कुनै डाटा टाइपमा सिमिलर आफ्नै टाइपको भ्यालु पास गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ भनेर चाहिँ बुझ्नुहुन्छ सर, त्यति हो.
So I mean, did I answer your question or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Good. Okay. So yeah, I mean, about this is my detail may go, which is good, right? So still, if you have still issues, तपाईहरुले के गर्नु होला भने सबैले please, है, यो सुरुदेखि नै please type in the code, run it. Type in the code, run it, and try to see what's going on, right? Okay, 10 minutes, right? Okay, so त्यो गरेर अनि if तपाईहरुले त्यसमा यो किन भयो त मैले यो गर्दा यो किन भयो भने तपाईलाई कन्फ्युजन लाग्छ भने you ask me in another class. जस्तै अहिले गर्नुभयो, भोलि तपाईले ट्राई गर्नुभयो अनि यो तपाईले एउटा एक्सपेक्ट गर्नुभएको थियो अर्को आइरहेछ, why? है भन्दाखेरि अनि then if you ask me, okay, I can explain, है? I'll try to explain. है के भइरहेछ भनेर, है? So that's how you learn. भनेको यो प्रोग्रामिङ भनेको यस्तै हो के. So यसलाई त्यो get your hands dirty, है? You need to actually code नै गर्नुपर्छ के, है? अरूले कोड गरेको हेरेर अथवा त्यो गरेर हुँदैन. You need to actually आफै नगर्दासम्म हुँदैन. यो साइकल चलाए जस्तो मैले अस्ति लेखेको थिएँ नि, है? It's just like riding a bicycle. You need to, when you ride a bicycle, maybe you fall off, हैन? साइकलबाट लडिन्छ, गरिन्छ, मिस्टेकहरु हुन्छ हैन? त्यसरी नै सिकिन्छ नि, है? So that's how you learn, hey? Okay, programming भनेको you have to actually get your hands dirty, right? You need to actually do it, right? There's no other way, right? Okay, so now let's go on to the next topic, right? So I hope everybody is okay with me jumping to another topic, right? So okay, so let's jump into another topic, okay? So another topic is called operators, right? Operators, what are operators? Right? Operators, these are these are symbols, right? Operators, like I've shown here. Okay, I've written here. Operators are symbols that help perform, right, operations between values and variables. See, you can either values or variables. See, operators means this, right? Let me write it down. Write down here, right? So, for example, you have 2 plus 3, right? So now here, when you do this, okay, so given now this is the operator, plus is the operator. You say operator, okay, right? This is the operator, and these are called what? Operands, right? Like operands, right? Operands. The operator operates on the operands, right? It takes, for example, in this case, it's taking 2 operands, okay? So operands just takes 2 values or variables, right? You can either do x plus 3. You have one variable, one is a variable, and another is a value, right? You have value here, you have a value here. Let me call it value, right? So it can be either variable or value, right? Or you can have both variables, x plus y, right? So what's happening is you're operating on these two, right? Operation भइरहेछ यो दुईटाको बीचमा operation गर्छ, something गर्छ के त्यसले, right? In this case, what's going on भन्दाखेरि what's going on? So if we have 2 plus 3, it's operating on 2 and 3, right? So basically it operates and then it gives us some result, right? In this case, it's 5, right? So this is another operator, right? Hey, there's okay. So here in this expression, so in this expression, so this is an operator. In this whole expression, so this is also an operator, right? Okay, operator भनेको त्यो symbol भनौँ यसको लागि, है? Okay, so so for example, okay, let's so there are many types of operators. So there are arithmetic, right? Arithmetic operators, assignment operators, comparison operators, logical operators, identity operators, membership operators, bitwise operators, right? So there are many types of operators, right? So now, for example, here I've already shown you, right? 2 plus 3. So plus is in arithmetic, so addition within arithmetic. Arithmetic operator ko arithmetic operator bhitra pani, within arithmetic operators there are different types of operators, right? Arithmetic is a group of operators, right? So another is minus, right? So very simple, right? 4 minus 6, okay? So you get minus 2, right? Okay, so another, and then for multiplication, programming multiplication, for multiplication, the symbol used is the asterisk, right? This implies multiplication, okay? Multiplication. And then division, very simple, slash, right? Always. I think in almost every programming language. So for multiplication, we use asterisk, okay? For division, we use slash, right? Okay. So another one is modulus. Okay, maybe a lot of you, or maybe a lot of you know already, right? So it's still okay. Let me show what modulus is, right? So modulus operator, the symbol for this is the person symbol, right? Person symbol. So it's called. Anybody know what modulus does? Any idea, sir? Please, if you have any idea, please let me know. Share your thoughts.
So it gives the remainder.
Remainder. Yeah, good, very good. Yeah. So Chrisman, right? So is it Chrisman who said that? Okay.
Yes,
anyway.
sir.
Oh, great. All right. So modulus, yes, it gives a remainder. Like for example, let me give you an example, right? So for example, 3% 2, or 3 modulus 2. 3 modulus 2. What would be the result? Result kya auncha isko?
1.
1. Very good. Nishal, right? Very good. Yes, 1. Why? Because when you divide,
The remainder is 1.
Sorry. Yeah. Very good. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's like you are dividing. You're dividing 3 by 2, right? You're dividing 3 by 2, and whatever remains, the remainder. So for example, here you're dividing 3, sorry. Let me erase this first. Okay, so it's like this. So it's as if you are dividing 3 by 2. See, so this is what's going on. So okay, so 2 1 times is 2, and what's the remainder? Remainder is 1. Now you can without putting a decimal point, you cannot go further, right? So isto छ भने, now you got this remainder, right? So that is the modulus, right? Let's try one more. So how about 2% 3? Okay, what's the answer? Or you can try it in
0,
collab.
I think.
Okay, Nishal says 0, right? Or कसैको idea
I'm
छ?
not sure.
Or idea, कसैको idea छ? The 0 may not be the correct answer, right? 0 may not be the correct answer. Hey, Nishal, try it out. Right? Try गरे हेर्नु त कति आउँछ? जस्तै कोल्याबमै try
3,
गर्नु.
I think 3, sir.
2.
2 or 3?
I think 3.
3? I think it should be
says 2 on collab.
Yeah, it should be 2. Right? किन 2 आयो? कसैलाई idea छ? Why we got 2? Okay,
Because
let me show you.
because 2 cannot be divided by 3.
Okay, let me show you. Hey, let me show you. Yeah. Okay. Let me show you. Hey, 2% 3. 2 modulus 3 is equal to 2. Right? Why? It's as if you're dividing 2 by 3, right? So what happens here? So you're dividing 2 by 3, right? It's like this, right? Yeah, right? So now 2 like 3 like what times 0 times 3 0 times 0, right? And then your remainder is 2. Okay? All right? Does it make sense? I hope it makes sense, eh? Okay? So this is answer. Okay? Like you have to divide anyway. So the only thing you can do, so 2 like you need to do 3 times 0 is 0. 2 answer. So let's try another one. 6 modulus 2. What's the answer?
0.
0. Yes, because 6 is
There will be
always
0
0.
remainder.
3 to 3 times is 6, and then you get the 0 remainder, right? So that's equal to 0. Okay. So isma कसैलाई confusion छ? Anybody is confused? Or any questions? Okay. So this is what remainder. I mean, always remember that modulus is the gives you the remainder. Okay, remainder of the division.